Hello, this is Jill for Paper Daisy Crafting. Thank you for joining me again today. And today our project is this lovely card. I held a one-to-one crafting session with one of my lovely customers. Hello Jan, if you're watching, you know who you are. And she needed to make a 70th birthday card for one of her relations. So we had a quick look at Pinterest and actually found very similar card to this on Pinterest and thought we would copy it, or case it as we say, copy and share everything. And so that was what we did. It uses the lovely Share What You Love papers, which are absolutely gorgeous, with rich raspberry and some glimmer and a little bit of vellum and some silver thread. Lots of elements on there, but it's really pretty. So we're going to make a very similar card today, but I'm not going to make it as a 70th. I actually do need a 70th card for one of my friends quite soon, so I made this one as a 70th, but I don't know what other numbers I'm going to need, so I thought I'd put something different. So watch this space and you can see what I'm going to decide to put in the circle rather than the 70. So what do we need? You will need a piece of card that measures nearly 30. This is our UK A4 size, so it measures nearly 30 centimetres by 10.5 centimetres. So it's a piece of A4 card that I've just chopped right down the middle. And then, sorry, I'm just going to take the camera out slightly, just because I seem to go off. There we go. And what you're going to need to do is score this in half, just under 15 centimetres. So put it on your trimmer. There's 15, and I'm just going to move it in very slightly because it's not quite 15 centimetres. And with my score blade, I'm going to score. So this will give us a tent fold card rather than a portrait card like I normally do. So just ringing up the changes. There we go. That's nearly perfect. The edges meet quite nicely there. So that's our card blank. Then you're going to need a piece of the designer series paper, and as you can see, the strip that we've used here is actually on the reverse of the paper. So what I did was I cut a piece of paper just slightly longer than 15 centimetres and 7.5 centimetres wide, and then I cut off a 0.5 centimetre strip which I'm going to reverse and put on that way. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that onto my card. I'm not going to do it centrally, I'm going to do it over to the side. I'll use a little bit of Tombow here. Tombow is really great. You can see you can get a very thin line of glue if you don't press too hard. If you're too heavy-handed with it, it will make a real mess. So just very gentle. Don't need a lot of glue. This sticks really well. So I'm just going to put that over to the side there. And it will overlap a little bit because I made it slightly longer than 15. Use my bone folder to press that down to get nice clean joints. And then the strip is going to go along here like that. So again, a little tiny bit of Tombow. Really be gentle with this because it's a tiny strip, so any excess glue will ooze out of the sides, like so, and butt that right up. Hopefully there's no glue going to ooze out there. So then I'm going to trim this off. Make sure that's down. Trim this off so that it's got a really sharp edge with no gaps, and it butts right up against the card blank like that. And this is a very thin edge here. So just cut, and the blade of the scissors can kind of rest against the cardstock to help you to do that. There we go. Nice clean break. Oh, my strips come off. Wasn't quite ready to stick there. That's what you get for doing things on video and doing things too fast. Right, let me just sort this out. I don't want to ruin it. There we go. There. I was just going to come in and just trim a little bit more off there because I can see it poking up. There we go. That's better. Lovely. Okay, now I've got a vellum scalloped circle and a circle in rich raspberry. This is the largest scallop that is in our set of layering circles, and this is the second largest circle, and that's going to go on the card there. So I'm going to go ahead and use a little bit of Tombow to glue the circle on. try and get some around the edge, because otherwise the vellum kind of tends to curl a little bit when it gets wet with the moisture. It will sort itself out when it's dry, but just to stop it, just make sure you get right up to the edge. And then on the reverse of this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some double-sided tape, because I'm then going to put some loops of our silver thread. So a bit of double-sided tape there, and a bit of double-sided tape there, and I'm then going to take our silver thread, which is here. Can you see that? It's very, very fine. I don't even know if you can see that. Can you see that? Yeah. Oh, excuse me. And just wind this round my fingers a few times. So just wind it round so you get some loops. They don't have to be very even. We want them to be a bit higgledy-piggledy, really. Snip that off, hold it together, snip it off. Take the backing off your double-sided tape. Might be an idea to do that first, actually. And then glue down, stick it down onto there. And that just gives you some loops sticking out of the top there. Can you see that? Maybe I'll put it on the... oh, excuse me. And then exactly the same, I'm going to trim that odd bit off there. Exactly the same on the other side. I'm going to take my double-sided tape off first, the backing off first. A little bit of thread. Wind it round your fingers. 4, 5, 6, 7 times maybe. Take it off your fingers. Snip it. Hold it together, don't let it all come unravelled. Oh, a bit. And stick it there. So now I've got 2 loops of silver thread, one on one side and one on the other. So I can go ahead and stick this onto my card. I'm going to have one with the thread there and one with the thread there. And again, I'm coming in with the Tombow. So I know I've got double-sided tape on here, but just to make sure it sticks, I'm going to put a little Tombow in the spaces and mount that onto my card. Now, like I said, I decided I don't want another number. In fact, on Jan's card, we used the large number dies and they're no longer available. They've retired, which is a real shame. Those were my dies that we used and I won't ever get rid of those. Sorry, excuse me, I cough. So what I decided, I was going to put a dragonfly on here, which I thought was rather lovely with this, with the thread and the designer paper. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on there. I'm just going to put it on the middle of the dragonfly, on the body. I'm so sorry. Well, I've suddenly started coughing. I haven't been coughing all day. There. And then the wings will come up and give a bit of 3D dimension to that. Doesn't need to leave it while it dries a little bit. And then the last thing we're going to do is just add a scattering of rhinestones. Oh, that tail does not want to stick. I'll have to sort that out afterwards. It will stick, it just needs the glue to dry out a little bit. Right, so I'm going to stick a couple of rhinestones down here like I did on my original card. Bigger one and a little one. But actually I'm going to go and put a couple more up here and maybe one over here as well. Just might put another one, actually might put another one close to that one. Should I? Maybe not, don't know, just play it by ear. There we go. And there's our card. Very pretty. Hasn't got a greeting on. You could use a little label punch and put a greeting on at the bottom there if you wanted to. I quite like it plain because sometimes I just need a card for an odd occasion and I quite like having plain cards with no greeting on them. So there are my cards. Okay, very similar, but actually a different look now that I've got the dragonfly on there. Hope you've liked that. If you'd like to buy any of the products, just click through below the video to my shop, and you can buy everything online there. Don't forget that during August, for every £45 you spend, you'll get a £4.50 voucher to spend in September, absolutely free. So that'll be lovely. So that will be when the Christmas catalogue is out, the autumn winter catalogue. So you can spend all your £4.50 50 vouchers on Christmas stock, and there's some beautiful things in the Christmas catalogue. If you're not on my list for a new catalogue, please let me know, and I'll be happy to pop a catalogue absolutely free in the post to you, the Christmas catalogue. And you'll get it early as well. You get it before it's released online, so you'll have it to look through before you can order from it. I think there's nothing like having a real catalogue to look through. It's okay looking online, but actually I like to sit with a cup of coffee and leaf through it. Nothing like it. And mine get very dog-eared because I use them a lot. And that's it, I think. Okay, that's my card for today. Hope you've liked it, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.